Welcome to sports. I'm Shea McDonald.
I'm your brand new host, Shea McDonald.
Hi, Shea McDonald here in the IPF, and today I'm here with Mark Fletcher. Mark, how you doing today?
Doing good. Thank you for having me.
Welcome back to another edition of Athlete of the Week. I'm your host, Shea McDonald.
But Shea McDonald is here to take us through it all. Shea?
But Dr. Picard doesn't only spend the time in this lab. During his free time and on the weekends, he takes off the lab coat and he steps into the dojo and trades in that lab coat for a sword. Just days after Veterans Day, the Victor Adaptive Sports Program brought veterans out to this shooting range here at the Trailblaze Range in Miami. And it's this program and community that makes everybody who comes through it feel like family.
Let's see if I can do a little bit of hitting magic myself.
Let's see.
All right, so we are now in the batting cages. Alex, I need you to show me a little demo. I haven't hit a baseball for real since like second grade, so I need a little bit of a refresher.
My focus is always to stay in the middle of the ball and the inside lace because that helps me keep my swing inside the ball and being able to drive the ball up the middle and backside. So as far as my swing, like I like to land wider. I just feel like that works for me. So we'll find out what works for you.
And we're gonna see if I can actually hit this thing properly. So let's give it a try.
So you want to actually hit the ball.
Well, I know, I'm trying. I just hit the tee twice instead of the actual ball. So see if I can hit the ball this time. Solid singles, maybe. Maybe a foul ball.
I need a leg kick. I need some fly balls here. Let me see what you got. You got to add in the leg kick right here.
Oh, okay. Like this?
Other leg. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Now we're getting a little power on it. Well, that's been this edition of Athlete of the Week. As you see, I'm probably not making the team anytime soon. Alex, it's been a great time practicing batting, getting to learn a little bit about you. Hope you have a great day.
Thank you, guys.
Tackle here and there, though, as you can also see, sometimes was not the best idea. With my lockdown defense already on display, there was one more thing I needed to showcase, and that is what I could really do with the ball in my hands. After some celebrating, my big day was not over yet. Using the camera as a screen, thank you Wrigley, I was able to zoom my way past defenders for a second score and help my team. Through some watching, learning, and a whole lot of coercing, here was the final product.
And now for the grand finale of this episode of Off the Bench.
Heard you met some girl, only been a few weeks, how can you be fine? God, you make it
And that's been this edition of Off the Bench.
Down. Say go.
8th grader Alberto Estevez Jr. gets his reps in daily to improve his skills as a young quarterback driven to play in college. Motivated even more from his recent visit to the U.
It's a memory that I'll never forget. It's cool. It teaches me that I have to learn and be a leader and really try hard.
Estevez joined several young athletes on the trip as a member of the Miami-Dade program called the Hard Knocks Foundation. For 20 years now, the program mentors teen athletes from throughout the county. With weekly practices, 7-on-7 tournaments, and college visits, co-founder Derek Lester sees the impact daily.
Some of them pretty much raising themselves because the parents ain't never there. So a lot of times when they come here, we get a chance to help raise them and provide some positive into them, you know.
Each practice, the coaches pass important life skills for the kids to take home with them. One of those, in this practice, tying a tie with a two-time national champion, Darren Handy.
More money doing this than I did playing football. You know, I'm doing good right now.
It means to me that our coach really cares about us. And he wants us to learn things even if we don't make it. We have, even if you don't make it, you still need to do things the right way.
These lessons help the kids stay in school and away from violence. Coach Lester knows the danger and the cost too well.
We lost a kid, Moreland Goodluck. he was one of our football players to gun violence. And so that's what this means, guns down, books up. You know, read and understand, like, listen, if you stimulate your mind, you won't need a gun.
And on days like this one, in a scrimmage with an older flag football team, the Hard Knocks kids showed they could tackle any adversity. Fort Lauderdale resident Emmanuel Wint is a basketball influencer, also known as Hezzy Plus. And since moving to this South Florida area 3 years ago, he's had one go-to spot to play ball.
If I had to imagine how heaven would be like playing basketball, this atmosphere, definitely fits the description.
Hezzy Plus is referring to these basketball courts right by the beach in Fort Lauderdale City Park that have stood for over 60 years. And over that time, they've created a passionate and dedicated community.
It's like, different type of people that come here to play. So when I come here, it's just to have a peace of mind, have fun, congregate with people, and the vibes is always good.
Now, every day people come out to these Fort Lauderdale basketball courts to shoot some hoops and have some fun. But today, people came out for a special purpose, to save them.
In January of 2024, Fort Lauderdale officials approved a $2 billion development from resort company Bahia Mar on taxpayer-owned land across the street from the park. Part of that deal, the installation of pickleball courts right where the basketball courts sit. In response, the community has come together with a simple message: save our courts.
Utilizes the run a lot. We've seen it all season long. Will Miami be able to get that going today?
Taryn, I don't think it's going to be easy, but I think they do it. And simply, it's because this massive offensive line that Miami has at their disposal. Compare that to that Indiana defensive line. They're really good, but they're simply just too small. Miami nearly outweighs Indiana by 50 pounds on average around the line. And 4 inches taller, a guy like Markel Bell, 6'9", is going to tower over these Indiana defensive linemen. And simply, Miami's going to be able to run on everybody this postseason. And you watch what Mark Fletcher has done game in, game out, 395 rushing yards, nearly 7 yards per carry, but Indiana's not going to make it easy on them. 29% of the time, they stuff runs at the line or drive them back. They have 3 phenomenal linebackers who swarm the backfield. Miami, they're going to have to do some things to try and dig those linebackers out, but I think they are going to be able to run the football. Mendoza has been pretty much perfect throughout this postseason. 8 touchdowns to 5 incompletions. Not interceptions, incompletions. He is diming teams down the field, and I think the main beneficiary of that is Elijah Surratt, his outside receiver. You look at his numbers on the year, 15 touchdowns, and every time Mendoza throws him the ball down the field, they have a perfect connection. Watch out for those back shoulder fades for this Miami cornerback group, and it's going to be a little bit tough if they can't guard him. And we can't talk about the front 7 without talking about Ruben Bain. People got on him for not bringing down the quarterback. Well, how's 4 sacks and 3 playoff games sound for you? 21 pressures, 5.5 tackles for loss. He's part of this very talented front 7 that I think will be able to stop this Indiana rushing attack.
And last but not least, we cannot get this going without the keys to the game. Give me those.
Yeah, first up, I think it's going to have to be ground and pound. We know what both teams want to do. They're going to want to leverage their offensive lines and pound the rock, play in, play out. Secondly, I think you're going to have to play mistake-free football. I think especially on those 3rd downs. Indiana, they've won the 3rd down battle every single game aside from Penn State, and that one came down to the wire. Miami, similar case over the course of this postseason. They're going to have to win it again. Whichever team wins that 3rd down battle, I think will come out the winner in this one. And lastly, acknowledge the moment. This is a big time moment, but the lights can't be too bright for you. These teams are going to come out to play, and they have to play mistake-free football to bring this one home.
Fires, and it is crushed again. He's chasing it to the center field. Is that one gone? He reaches it, it's gone by Alex Sosa. Another home run. There goes Sosa, another 2-run slam out of the park. I think that's might be nearing 400 feet here, Luka. Yeah. And Alex Sosa does it again. Sends him and Galvin home. There goes Alex Sosa. And Dubovic swings, it's going long, and it might be gone. There goes Dylan Dubovic with a 2-run home run. Canes now up 7-6. Dylan Dubovic, we said if he can find the ball, he's going to crush it, and there you go. A little bit of power from Dylan Dubovic to give the Canes the lead. There is not a lot of defense this one, but man, it's a great way to end Mark White time here. Luka, wow.
If you're battling the sun out today.
Canes football had a big-time senior night win, so let's take it to Hard Rock Stadium for the highlights. Miami taking on NC State, and Carson Beck checking out on Marty Brown, who gets popped here, loses the football. It's NC State ball, but Jacoby Thomas on the other end picks it off. He's going down the sideline. It looks like he has 6, but he wants a little bit of contact. Waves to CJ Bailey, says, bring it on. Trucks him into the end zone, and there goes 10 points for the Hurricanes early on here, getting it started. Bailey trying to recover, but he's going to throw it to Thomas again, his 2nd pick on the day, 4th on the season. Now on offense is Malachi Tony, the high school quarterback, back-to-back games with a trick play with Tony throwing a pass, and JoJo Trader goes down inside the 5-yard line. And Marty Brown, making up for a mistake earlier, pushes his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Canes up 17 quick, but they're not satisfied. Beck in the pocket, lobs it up to Tony, and that's 24 points in the first half, the most he scored in the half since September. Into the second half, it's senior night, but the freshman's making consistent plays. Gerard Pringle, 116 yards on the day on the ground. He had a phenomenal day, and in the air, it's Josh Moore. Somebody call Randy, because that guy just got mossed, and the finishing touches, who else but Malachi Tony, running into the end zone. Canes score 40 and win 41-7. Into the second half, and Donaldson is now going to be the recipient of this one from True Washington. He's streaking down the court, lays it in for a bucket right there. Canes are fighting in this one, and now it's True Washington going to work. He cuts inside, makes a spin, keeps the ball, and one, count it, with the foul. Canes are in striking distance, but it's not enough to keep themselves in this one. How? With the 3. He had 3 3-pointers made during this game, and it's Klavzar with 4 3-pointers made, and the Canes are going to fall for the first time in the Jay Lucas era, 82-68.